Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, comment, like, and subscribe. The reason why you subscribe here is so I can feed you with the word of God. We're gonna jump right into the Bible verse here, and I'm gonna just make sure you understand it. So it says, if you're asking people advice 24/7, but you never go straight to God, you're bound to bomb. Since all your wisdom comes from God, why not go straight to the source? So whatever issue you're dealing with, why do you look to other people? Why don't you go to God first? Because God will handle the situation better than other people can. People could just give you advice. They can sit down and give you advice or whatever. God is not going to just give you advice. He's going to actually fix the situation for you. He's going to make sure you feel better. Some situations he might not fix right then and there. He might fix it later on in the day, but he's going to fix it. He's not going to just listen to what you say, but he's going to go to work on your situation. So what your situation is, dealing with a breakup. I always say this, but dealing with a breakup, he's not going to just listen how it's hurting you, or listen to how it's hurting you, or listen, or just be there for listening ear. He's going to listen. He's going to look at the situation and he's going to fix it. So he's going to do three things. He's going to listen to you. He's not going to cut you off. He's not going to be like, well, I think you should break up with him. I think you should do this, or not break up with him, but I feel like you should stop crying about him. He's not going to tell you that. He's going to take your tears in consideration, because you crying about a breakup means a lot to him. You crying about anything means a lot to him. It's not the fact that you're crying to cry. It's the fact that you're hurting. So he's looking at that. He's like, oh, my child is hurting. This is serious here. This not no person that she met just to meet. She actually likes this guy, or he likes this woman. So since it's that important to them, I'm going to fix the issue for them. So I'm going to have a conversation with the dude about how he hurt and affected my child, and I'm going to see, and I'm going to talk to my daughter as well, and I'm going to come to agreement. So it's either y'all gonna stay together, he's gonna make sure he works on the man for you, and he work on you, or he's gonna separate you guys because he's going to have someone else better for you at the end of the day. But yeah, don't ask for people to give you advice, because at the end of the day, they might take long to give you advice at the end of the day. Not saying that God won't, but in the sense that it's like, you would rather want God to tell you what to do with a breakup, or with cancer, or any situation that you're dealing with. You want God best advice, because he knows what that person is doing. The person that broke up with you, he knows what they're doing. He knows who they're talking to. He knows what they're talking about. At the end of the day, your friends doesn't know who they're talking to, what the conversation is about, none of that, because they're not there present. But God does want you to be strong in the situation and know that he's working out for you. So when you tell God about your issues, like I said, he's looking at the situation, of course. He's talking to the person that hurt you, of course. And he's letting them know, like, okay, you hurt this person. Just because they didn't cry in front of you, or just because they, whatever happened, they basically just telling you, like, their feelings are hurt. And since you didn't take that into consideration, I'm going to explain to you why you were wrong. Not take that into consideration. So basically, he's going to discipline them for that, because when you hurt a person's feelings and they explain to you why they're hurting, and you're not understanding, or at least trying not to understand that, God will make you understand at the end of the day. And like I said, if y'all are meant to be together, then he will put y'all back together. But if he doesn't see fit, if he's looking at the situation and he's like, okay, well, you been with this man, or you been with this woman, but the relationship as I've been looking over the years, y'all are not good as y'all used to be. So now I have to separate you guys and take time to hear you. So God is going to work on your heart. He knows that you're hurting. He knows that you're crying about this man or about this woman. He's going to take your heart, as always, and he's going to work on it. So he's going to make sure you heal from past trauma, and he's going to make sure you heal from this trauma that's going on in your life now. He's not going to let you be sad about this man. He's going to make sure that you're okay physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because when you're not okay physically, you can't concentrate. So God's going to make sure you're all okay in all areas. You're okay in the spirit, and you're okay in a body, and you're okay outside. Your outside appearance. Like, you're not faking the image. You're really okay. Like, Most people, when they break up, when they go through breakups, they feel like they're okay. God is going to make it to where you are 100% okay. That's why He wants you to rely on Him and not rely on people to help you, you know, get through a breakup or talk to them at the end of the day, because they might not get the best advice. Their advice might be, oh, just leave him alone, stop worrying about him or whatever. You can worry about him all you want to, but like I always say, when you outside, when you have a job to go to, or when you have a school to go to, wherever you have to go, put on a brave face. At the end of the day, God is still watching. He knows that you're hurting. But he want to make sure, okay, are you going to be strong through this? Because I'm fighting this battle for you, and I'm talking to this man for you. So are you going to be strong and let me talk to him and continue to work on him and let him know that what he did was not okay? So when you let God handle the situations that are going to your friends, oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? You're not looking at God. That's hurting God's feelings, because it's like, why didn't you come to me and tell me what happened? Why didn't you break this down to me about everything that was going on? Why didn't you just go to your friends? Why didn't you just come to me? I'm more powerful than your friends. I'm here when your friends are not here. I'm here when your friends are asleep. I'm here when your friends just want to be mean to you. I'm here all the time. So why don't you look to me instead of looking to your friends at the end of the day? You know, you have to look to God for everything. You can't go around asking people for help, because they're not going to always help you. God is the only person that's going to help you out at the end of the day. God is the only one that's going to be there for you. You depend on people 24/7. People let you down all the time. People do. I get let down when I go to school all the time. I get let down by professors. I get let down by so many people at school. They don't take the time out to help me. But you know who does help me conquer the day, get through the day, and be smiling through the day? How I'm able to come through and say, hey, love, is because of God. He gives me the strength, and He makes sure so I'm okay at the end of the day. He always makes sure I'm okay. So I try not to really rely on people, because like at the end of the day, they're not going to really help you as you need to be helped, or they're not going to really listen to you. You want someone to listen to your concerns and be understanding of the situation, and not just saying to you, oh, get over it. God is not going to tell you get over it. He's not going to ever say that to you. He's not going to say get over it. It's not that big of a deal. You're crying for nothing, or you're hurting for nothing. He's going to actually take that in consideration. He's going to do something about it. You might not feel like nothing's happening, but at the end of the day, something is happening. He is talk to that person that hurt you. He is having a conversation with them. You just can't see him having a conversation. You're not going to see it physically, and you're not going to know, but he's going to tell you eventually, like, I talked to this person, we had this conversation, and he's going to tell you how everything went. Then he's going to tell you what you should do, whether you should talk to that person again, or whether you should leave them alone. Regardless of what he says you do, you have to follow it, because he knows what's best at the end of the day. So he's not going to send you off or tell you that. He's going to tell you the right advice, and he's going to give you what he thinks is best, because at the end of the day, he controls this whole universe. If he wants to stop this world right now, he definitely can, because this world belongs to him and not to us. So if he wants to stop anything right now, he can do so, because he created all this that we have on earth. So that's why you should really rely on him and not rely on people at the end of the day. Like I said, they're going to have 1,000 excuses on why they can't help you, or why they can't hear you out, or just they're going to have some excuse. When you're venting to God about whatever situation you're up against, He doesn't tell you, oh, well, I don't have time to talk to you, or your concern is not that big of a deal, or I have something to do, or I'm tired. He doesn't tell you he's tired. He doesn't tell you he has something to do. None of that. He sits down and he listens to you. Whether you're crying, He understands your tears. Whether you're upset, happy, whatever it is, He understands you physically and emotionally. He understands you. So even if you didn't break it down the best way that you should have, He still understands. Even if you told Him small information, He still understands what you said at the end of the day. Regardless about how you said it and how and what time it was at the end of the day, He understands the situation. So don't rely on people to come to your rescue when you're in trouble, or when you like going through a lot in life. Give it to God. He knows what you're up against, and He's looking at everything. So if you talk to God about these problems, you won't have no power in our life, because He will take care of it for you. He said he would never leave nor forsake you. So if you give him these promises, you tell him how everything went, wherever you went to, and you tell him how everything went, he's going to look at that and he's going to take care of it for you. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you got to understand it for this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Like for part 2 as well. If you guys want part 2, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave down an emoji, because that will let me know you watched the whole video that you want to see part 2 to this. So I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will give you guys part 2 on this if you guys want part 2. So I love y'all. Bye, loves.